What's up, everybody? TN Lawrence with Mesa Boogie here. I am with Mr. Steven Winter, Bay Area gigging and session guy and Boogie Alumni.
Boogie Alumni, yeah. Back in the day. 86 through 92 was my tenure up at the Tone Farm.
The Tone Farm, that's right. So Steven is here today to do some playing for us through the new Subway DI Bass Preamp. And this is a preamp that is taken directly from the Subway D800 and the D800 Plus. So there's some familiar tones and familiar territory there. And you've been playing the D800 for about the last year now, I think?
Yeah, about the last year, yeah. I had the privilege to be able to plug in and play through some of the very early prototypes, and have actually been gigging with the amps since then, and it's really become my favorite amp. I don't use any of my other amps anymore.
That's awesome.
And this sounds the same to me, and the preamp sounds exactly the same to me. I know where to go, I know what to do, and I can get my tone that fast in the studio, and it's just this light little thing here. So
awesome.
It's great.
So we're going to play through some stuff. We're going to start out with just having everything flat to get a reference point, and then we'll play a little something, and I'll go ahead and kind of run the controls through a full sweep so you can hear what the controls are doing, what it sounds like. And
yeah, and it's a passive PJ setup. Everything's turned up. So again, it's just straight
both
passive.
pickups.
Both pickups running.
We'll start with both pickups, and then we'll listen to some of the other stuff.
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
And so when you bring this bass out, what are the kind of things that you are going to dial in specifically in an amp or like a preamp?
I'm bringing up the voicing just a little bit. My high mids, I'm keeping a bit tame. The treble's up a little bit, and I'm just boosting a little bit of bass, and that gives me more that gives me that feeling of the punch without the wash. So.
All right.
Hit me in the chest. That makes me excited to play, when I can feel that. Now, when I'm doing some kind of a thumbing, I do kick up the mid a little bit more. The voicing comes up. I just open up my treble a heck of a lot more.
Yeah.
And then,
more glass.
More glass, but more throat, more thicky bass throat. So it's got that throat, that feel, and I just had to move a little bit to get there.
Almost with the voicing control, but let's check out the Stingray.
Okay.
Let's get back into the 4-string.
Let's do it. All right, check it out. So, got the Stingray on. These are much hotter. This is the hottest bass I have. No matter where I'm at, no matter where I'm recording, I gotta turn down to like 9 or 8 for not to overload. So over here, I'm just pulling the input down a little bit, and that's all I need. And it gets it right. There's still the growl, but I'm not clipping the front end. So, like I said, what gets me going on a big heavy rock tone is that piano, that plucking of a piano string. So there's some throatiness, there's some lower mids, there's some sharp highs that really pull that out. Yeah. So I typically am going to bring the voicing up a bit. The treble I'm going to pull up a bit, and the mid range I'm going to get a little upper growl going with that guy there. And I'm not going to push the bass too much here because I don't think we need it. We do have the deep on.
We have the deep on.
Yeah. So for that tone, more like this. So that really big piano tones, I love
classic
that
Stingray. And I'm curious if we set this to the flat side a little bit, so you maybe hear.
Yeah.
Should we check out some Fretless?
Let's try it.
One of the great things about Fretless, but also what the Subway DI or the Subway Bass Amps can do for Fretless is particularly being able to lean into the high mid control for articulation and bark when you're doing that classic staccato, Jocko kind of thing.
Right, and you just said it. I just said the man's name. I mean, when I get to my Fretless, I'm going to roll back to the bridge pickup, and then we can lean way into the high mid controls. I'm going to turn way up, maybe 9, 8, 9, somewhere in that range, and the treble's up a bit, and we're adding a little more bass here just to kind of compensate because it is just the back bridge pickup, but you get more of that. Love that whine, that howl on the top end. Sounds great.
Nice, yeah.
Inspiring.
Yep. The split position will be fuller.
It's just gonna be rounder. So.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and it was just a couple of shifts here, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Very accommodating. Love how it sounds.
It's the Subway Bass DI Preamp. Check it out. Steve, thank you so much for coming in and playing today, man. It's really great. And if you have any questions, you can reach us via phone, email, social media, the YouTube comments below. Let us know what you think, and we look forward to you checking out. Thanks so much.
Thanks, everybody.